audit of credit card purchases by the staff at SANDAG shows some questionable spending of hundreds of thousands of dollars of your taxpayer money.
The independent auditor at the San Diego Association of Governments uncovered a lack of controls to keep credit card spending in check. CBS 8's David Goffredson takes a closer look at the findings.
There just is a lack of documentation.
The internal audit looked at 4 years of spending by the staff at SANDAG using agency credit cards and taxpayer money. In December 2019, SANDAG charged more than $20,000 on the credit cards to pay for an employee retreat at the Gaslamp Westin Hotel, billing it to federal, state, and local taxpayers. And just in the San Diego area alone, over 4 years, SANDAG credit cards charged $45,000 at local restaurants, $17,000 at fast food restaurants, and more than $5,000 at drinking establishments. The elected officials on the SANDAG board were shocked.
I think there was like $60,000 that was used for restaurants locally, which it shouldn't have happened, I don't believe, in many cases. And some of them could be even drinking alcohol.
Taxpayer money is never supposed to be spent on alcohol, but the independent auditor noted in some cases it won't be easy to prove wrongdoing.
Yes, we found, several transactions that showed the merchant code is alcoholic. The problem is some restaurants, depending on where you go to, will put a merchant code that's alcohol when it's not. It's a soda that they get from a bar.
In many cases, the credit card charges were not approved and the receipts were missing. The mayor of Carlsbad, who sits on the board, expressed his outrage.
Management, you really dropped the ball on this one. Anytime you're dealing with public funds and we find out that after a period of time this much money can't be accounted for, that doesn't say much for this establishment's leadership.
The audit recommends more than a dozen corrective actions and new policies to prevent credit card abuse. SANDAG's CEO agreed to implement all of them.
We're going to look at all of our procedure to make sure that we're transparent. Obviously, we're accepting all the finding. We need controls.
Currently, SANDAG has about 16 credit cards issued to staff members. They're going to reduce that immediately to 6. If any staff members are found to have made improper or personal purchases on those credit cards, they may be asked to reimburse SANDAG and the taxpayers.
Well, David, how long is it going to take to put new policies in place to stop this kind of spending from happening again?
The new policies recommended to the board will have to be voted on, and they should be voted on by the end of April. Staff members that get to keep their credit cards will have to be trained and undergo annual training. The first round of training should be done by the end of July.
And it sounds much needed. David Goffredson reporting live for us. Thanks, David.